The hearing aids nowadays are digital hearing aids, so they amplify the specific frequencies that we're struggling with. Normally would be higher frequencies. They bring up those higher frequencies into a range where we're able to cope. It's a lot clearer for people. So the digital are very specific to your loss. So that's why hearing aids now are exceptional really as regards to lower or higher frequency loss. With hearing aids really, it's the shape or the style of the hearing aid has no reflection on the cost of the hearing aid. So basically it's the level of technology in the hearing aid that you're paying for. So with the style of hearing aid, most hearing aids are either over the ear or in the ear. So an in-the-ear hearing aid really would suit somebody that would have what's called a flat loss, so where they're struggling across all the frequencies. An over-the-ear hearing aid would suit somebody with what's called typically high frequency loss, and that would be a typical age-related loss. Okay, well the first step is to make an appointment and to come in and have a full hearing test. There could be a number of reasons why you're struggling with hearing. So when a patient comes in, typically the first thing I do would be ask patient history questions. If they've had any problems with their hearing before, if they suffer from tinnitus, which would be ringing, buzzing in the ears, if they've ever had vertigo, these could all be signs of other issues that could be going on. Also, if their loss is a gradual loss or if they feel it has come on suddenly. So once we've established the answers to those questions, then I would look in each ear to make sure that the canals are clear and that the eardrum is intact. And then we put the headphones on and then I would do the hearing test. Most people that come through the door would typically say if there's a crowd, if there's a lot of background noise, I'm finding it hard to follow conversation. Another situation would be if there's cross-talking, not necessarily with background noise, but if there's cross-talking, and we do tend to talk over one another when we're in a group and we're talking. So when somebody goes out socially and they're talking with friends and they could be in a loud environment like a restaurant or a cafe, and if they feel that they're tuning out of the conversation because they can't follow it, it becomes extremely tiring. Or if they're avoiding social situations because of that, then they need to get their hearing checked. Absolutely, with anything, you have to try it. You have to try it to believe it. I mean, some people I fit with hearing aids, when they leave here, they're absolutely gobsmacked at how clear everything is. And just because you have a hearing aid, it's not making things louder, it's making things clearer. If you have adequate PRSI, they'll give you an allowance of €1,000 off hearing aids that are to the value of 2,000 or over. Or if you're going for hearing aids that are under 2,000, they'll give you half back. So typically hearing aids would last about 4 years. So with Specsavers you get a 4-year warranty on your hearing aids. So if anything technical goes wrong, which can happen, you're wearing a hearing aid, it's a small little product, you're wearing it every day, sometimes it might need a service, you're covered for all that. Anything that goes wrong with the hearing aid, you're covered for. Specsavers do a range of hearing aids that are called our advanced hearing aid, and they are exceptionally good value. They, compared to any other audiologists, they're this top of the range hearing aids at a much lower cost.